Now we cross, well a year ago live, to the Alex Theatre where Marcus Sastimoinen turned up to have a chat with our pesky percussionist and lay down a few licks from his Lick Down album.
Whenever you're ready. There, that'll do it. There you go. All right, the butcher shop is just down the road there. I'll have a ½ pound of lamb, Australia Day lamb. Thank you, Marcus. How are you today?
Good, Chris. How are you?
I'm good, doing all right. I'm back on this side of the foyer, the beautiful foyer of Alex Theatre. I love doing most things live these days, even if I butcher them, and that's what we do. Not Marcus over there, he's right on. I'm just a little bit there. So what goes on is what we did then was a little bit of a segmentation of the classic Hot for Teacher by Van Halen. And that particular beat I explained last year with the tribute to Dear Eddie and all that. And Marcus and I actually contributed a little bit to that tune.
Yes.
Yes, we did. And what happens is that, in a loose kind of way, comes from what Alex Van Halen. I'm actually going back over what I did last year. I'll actually put that up if you want, so you can go back and have a look. But what that is essentially a boogaloo pattern, as Billy Cobham would call it. And I lead it off on the left. So I've got that. Now, the reason why Marcus and I chose that one is because around about this time last year, this awful COVID thing started up. And then what Marcus and I have been doing has been starting to do clips together and all that. And this was one of our first ones, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about it. What did you think about it when you first did?
Well, it was kind of, it wasn't nerve-wracking, but it was just stretching my brain really to come up with something a little bit outside my own comfort zone, even though it was familiar type of Van Halen beat, if you will.
Yeah.
But just to come up with something on the fly, and I think it may have been a one-take thing I did, but certainly worked out anyway.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. I did a little bit of xenochrony too, didn't I? Do you remember that term?
Oh, yes, I do. I do indeed.
Oh, we got the Jew. Thank you. Who's the straight man here? Anyway, so what happens is that what I did was I took Marcus's bit and I did the Frank Zappa thing to it, the shut up and play your guitar business, where he would overlay a manic guitar solo over the top of a beat from either Vinnie Colaiuta or Terry Bozzio or Chad Wackerman and all that sort of stuff. So that's what we've got there. Now with this, the left foot. So, first time I properly heard that myself was off of Billy Cobham's Spectrum album from 1973, his first solo effort. And it was a little duet he did with Jan Hammer. Do you remember Jan Hammer?
I do remember Jan.
With Jeff Beck and all that. And you could hear him in the background saying, "What time signature is it in again?" And in the background again, 6, it's in 6. Like, everything you want. And in those days, there was a great comedy film with Gene Wilder in it. It was a Woody Allen film, and it was everything you wanted to know about sex, right? And there's this incredible bit with Gene Wilder. This is actually pre-Young Frankenstein. And you just got this, everything you wanted to know about sex. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you want to join in real quick and we'll move in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 1. There you go. Well done. There you are. Now that's a boogaloo beat, right? Now one of the things that this is essentially, like a sort of a half-assed teaching show, sort of thing with a few gags thrown in, hopefully. And I have it on good authority that Bernie Sanders loves that song.
He's most impressed by that.
Yeah. I mean, we can Photoshop head banging to an old Van Halen gig, yeah? Bernie back in the day.
With his lovely mittens as well.
And the mitts. Anyways, that's what we've got. Now what happens is that with a boogaloo pattern, I'm going to reference Steve Smith, the very famous drummer from Journey and his jazz fusion band, Vital Information and all that. And one of the things that he was big on was a left start on various things because it gives you a little bit of a bounce, right? Alex Van Halen was big on this as well. So if I'm just going to do the left foot, there it is there, right foot in. Now I'm doing Tim Alexander Primus there. I think that's Professor Nutbutter from Tales from the Punch Bowl. I wasn't going to do that. I should write a script one day anyway. But it's like, what's that? Tales from the first track. Hear the flaming bass drum. Can I have a little bit of a gent, debonair gent, gent. Professor Nutbutter. Do you remember?
I'm not going there.
We were going down that way, but there's Les Claypool, right?
Yeah.
Professor Nutbutter. You got to get Professor Nutbutter.
Professor Nutbutter.
Hello over there. We're live, and that's great. The set's getting bombed. Fantastic.